There we go. 3, 2, and 1. Well, excuse me, Mayor Wiza. Are you okay?
I'm getting in the holiday spirit.
No, I'm just checking to make sure that you're not sick. You know, you've got that red
A
nose
little,
thing
little
going on.
sniffle, maybe.
Okay, yeah. All right, all right. If you're
This is my
good, then
Rudolph
we're
costume.
okay. If we're good, then we're if you're good, then we're gonna go. Okay,
Everything's good.
everything's good. People in Stevens Point, do not worry. Your mayor is not sick. He is just festive.
Right.
Well, Mayor Mike, again, welcome to Mayor's Monday here at WSAU, WSAU.com. First off, I got a visit from one of our mutual friends, as you can tell, since
I see that.
since I made light of your costume, we'll make light of my costume as well. Century World U.S. Senior Open. You guys are this is going to be here before we know it. It's not golf weather right now, but this is something that I'm not going to maybe surmise that you're working on every day, but I'm going to guess you probably have one conversation about this at least once a week or so.
Oh, definitely once a week. We've got city staff, our emergency services. They are all putting plans together, making preparations to. We're expecting potentially as many as 70,000 people coming into central Wisconsin for the course of the tournament. So logistically, all sorts of things need to be taken care of. We have relaxed our occupancy ordinances to give people the opportunity to have rent their house out temporarily for the tournament. We've got some improvements in our public transportation system, working very closely with Century to make sure all of that stuff happens.
Yeah, and tickets are on sale now as well. I mean, for people that do want to take in the event, and I'm told if you do spend $100 or so, you do get one of these fancy
Oh, nice.
stocking hats as well. I'm working on the media credentials side of it, and I'm told that's we have to wait about another couple of months or so for that. But yeah, there again, stuff like this that you have to be constantly thinking about when you are going to open your community up really
Yeah.
to the world for this week.
Well, yeah, the logistics are immense. We've got everybody from our firefighter, paramedics, law enforcement, to our streets crews and our parks crews, the equipment that we'll need or have ready on standby, staffing for volunteers, our community service officers to get traffic flowing correctly. And if there's an accident, where do we reroute the traffic to? Or if the road gets blocked for some reason. And then what do we do with all those golf balls? That's still one that we're working on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what we'll do with them yet. Maybe a RoboCop sculpture made out of golf balls.
There we go. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. And I'm actually told that your neighbor, Dan Altz, of course, retired Plover police officer, may actually strap on the belt, pull out the badge again. He said, I want to direct traffic.
Nice.
So again, Dan, he said it. He said it. We're gonna put it out there.
Okay.
Might have to bring him out of retirement.
There you go. Holiday season's coming up. As you can see, I'm in the spirit right now. We've got a ton of things going on. Shop Small Week has kicked off. Shop Small Saturday is kind of a national movement between Cyber Monday and Black Friday to encourage people to spend their Christmas or holiday dollars locally. Well, Stevens Point never does anything ordinary, so we took that national one-day initiative and we stretched that out for a whole week. The Stevens Point Alliance, the downtown businesses, have put together something they're calling the Shop Small Week Passport event. You can pick up a passport now after Saturday. Saturday, you could have gotten them on the square, but starting today, you'll have to get them at the Convention and Visitors Bureau or Bria Bella and Company downtown. And you go to the businesses, there's 25 or so participating businesses. Get your stamps on the passport, turn your passport in, and you can win all sorts of prizes. Plus, during the process, you get to see all the cool shops that are in the downtown area, Main Street, Clark Street, 3rd, and check out all those businesses. That's going to go through this Saturday. So come on down. You've got most of the week still left. And on Fridays between, actually it started over Thanksgiving, but between Thanksgiving and Christmas, our city transportation, our public transportation is offering free bus rides every Friday between now and Christmas. So it makes your holiday shopping much easier by having local resources to do that.
Yeah, and this is again another great idea that I think has come out of Stevens Point because we beat this drum over and over again when you shop at a place like Agra Market or for me Galaxy Comics and Games in downtown
Uh-huh.
Stevens Point. I've been known to lose $50 or so there every now and then. uh, but when you do that, you are helping those people that live in Stevens Point to create their living, to improve their quality of life and improve the quality of life of the whole community, instead of helping Mr. Walton, Mr. Menard, or whoever else that owns a
Elon
chain of
Musk,
store. Yeah,
Jeff
Elon Musk.
Bezos.
Yeah, buy another yacht or something like that. It is just a great way to create that community feel, that community vibe that I know you value down there in Stevens Point.
Absolutely. And we've got a ton of other things going on, like December 10th, for example, which is coming up pretty quick. We've got a lot of things going on. We actually managed to book a couple of Santa's reindeer. We couldn't get all of them. They're on tour across the world, of course.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have 2 reindeer live downtown on the square, and that's again put on by the Stevens Point Alliance. And you can come down and get your pictures taken with the real reindeer. They also have little plushes you can take home to commemorate the event. Also on December 10th, as you know, the Red Kettle campaign is kicked off now. So you'll see those Salvation Army bell ringers at most stores. But we have our emergency services bell ringing challenge. So we'll have the sheriff's department out at Metro Market on the east side. The fire department for Stevens Point is going to be at Fleet Farm. We'll have the Stevens Point Police Department at Festival Foods. Park Ridge Fire Department is going to be at Walgreens. Plover is doing the police department over at Metro Market, I believe, in Plover. And it's a big challenge to see which group can raise the most money. So we want to encourage you to come out. And as part of a Salvation Army's campaign, if you can sign up to ring the bell for an hour or two, you can sign up online. Or they tell me that if nobody's doing it and you happen to be there, you are welcome to pick up the bell and ring for 15, 20 minutes, whatever it is. Sing a few Christmas carols, say hi to your friends,
Right.
and help raise money for the Salvation Army.
Yeah, indeed. Definitely another great cause to support for the holiday season, and another great way to help out in the community as well, because the Salvation Army does so much good year round. And of course, the Red Kettle campaign is their biggest fundraiser of the year as well. Speaking of raising funds, you are going to be doing that in the city over the next few weeks or so. The tax bills, not probably quite stamped and in the mail yet. I'm sure they will be, though, in the next couple of days. Tell us what you were able to accomplish this year in the city budget, and what people can expect for 2023.
Sure. So taxes are going up a little bit, and the bill should be coming out by the middle of December or so. We approved it about a week ago at council. And boy, it's tough because inflation is going to hit 8% this year, which means the cost of everything we do, if we do nothing new, is going to go up 8%. But we're restricted by levy limits that we can only increase by net new construction percentages, which this year for the city was great, well above the state average. We hit 2.52%. Well, that doesn't even make a dent in inflation. So we asked for a 0% increase in all of our operational budgets, taking all of the available money that we have and putting it in towards employee compensation. Our employees are our biggest resource, our biggest asset, and we need to do our best to take care of them. Now, that clearly that doesn't cut the rate of inflation, 3% as compared to 8 or 9%. But what we're doing is we're being a little more flexible with our policies, loosening up flexible work schedules, for example, or the ability to buy an extra week of vacation. Our vacation schedule is going up quicker. Instead of waiting 5 years to get a week, you may get a day every year between 1 and 5 to give you a little bit more flexibility with your schedule. But the tax bills overall for the county, keep in mind, Stevens Point has 4 taxing entities, 5 if you live in the Lake District. We have the Stevens Point taxes, the city taxes, which are going to be about a little over $11.80 per $1,000 worth of value. Then you have the county, the Stevens Point School District, and Midstate, And then again, if you live in the Lake District, you'll have a special assessment there as well. So unfortunately, yes, taxes are going to go up, but the cost of everything goes up. We are certainly not increasing taxes at the rate of inflation, so we're at least proud of that. But to keep the services we're going at a 0% increase, that means our costs are still the 8 or 9% up. So our departments are effectively taking an 8% reduction in their budget by having a 0% increase. We're going to continue to provide all the services we can. Just know that we may be a little slower plowing the road this year, or maybe a little slower picking up garbage cans or garbage in your garbage cans, because we've got staffing issues, we've got expenses that we need to cover, and we have to shuffle things around and be a little more creative with how we provide those services.
And I know in Wausau, we've got a small increase in the bill as well, but most of that went to, again, the people. Mary Katie's along those lines with you. She says they deserve more than what we're paying them, but we're trying to get them there.
Right.
They're also in need of people. In fact, you talked about the street being plowed a little slower. Well, Wausau's got several openings for CDL drivers, and of course, plenty of work in to keep you busy in the summer as well, fixing streets. Yep. I'm sure, is that the same spot you're in?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got several openings in the city, and we frequently have openings because people are going off to make more money in the private sector, for example. But I can tell you that the dedicated employees we have are second to none. I would put them up against any private sector employees any day of the week. And the only thing I'd ask is that remember that this is their job. They plow your driveway in with the snow plows. They do the same to mine. And when they're done doing their 12 or 13, 14-hour shift plowing the snow to make the streets clear, they got to go home and plow themselves out and shovel out their own driveway because the plow went by their house too.
Of course.
Just be nice. It's not their fault. You want to yell at somebody, come and yell at me.
Yeah, indeed. And if you wanna make it better, you wanna be on that crew. I'm sure you'll
darn
take
right.
it, right?
Yep. We've got driver openings, and heck, if worst case scenario, we can give you a shovel.
Indeed. I'm much better with a shovel than I am driving at times.
Yeah.
I know that, and I'm sure there's some of my neighbors that might attest to that as well. Nonetheless, Mayor Wiza, just again, last time we're going to get the chance to talk to you in here in 2022 here. Successful year for the city. Are you going to say this one was a win?
We're doing a lot of things. More about creating diversity. We've added some new murals. Our artistic, our quality of life items have increased. Emerson Park and has new playground equipment. We've expanded our park systems. We've grown. We're taking advantage of some of the housing opportunities with developers and the tax credits available to them. We're really doing well in the city of Stevens Point, and I hope we can continue that for many years. We're working with the university to do some cool projects there, and I look forward to 2023 being one of our best years yet.
Indeed, especially since there's going to be, I don't know what about, just to bring it back to what we talked about at the start, there's going to be about $25 or so spent in your city over just a 1 week period. And
yeah, pocket change, really. It's
July.
Not that big a deal. All those people coming, they probably won't even spend a dime.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big deal.
Exactly.
But, the city doesn't get any sales tax, but what it does is it boosts our other economy, right? The small businesses, the hotels, the restaurants in Stevens Point should see a pretty good windfall. It's not going to be Sturgis caliber, but it's going to be pretty close. 70,000 fresh faces in the city of Stevens Point not only helps generate some economic value, but it gives us as a community an opportunity to show off. I definitely want to put our best foot forward because if 10 of those 70,000 people see something they like and they come back to visit, or better yet, they come back to move here because we're so freaking awesome, that's a win for us.
I'll tell you who else is going to be a win for? Mr. Gold Caulfield.
Yeah.
Tell you what, there's going to be a lot of people that find out who he is through District 1 Brewing over a 1 week period. Especially if they go there to play some video games as well while they're
maybe we'll have a RoboCop video game there or something.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Michael, I was thinking about this too. So since this is the season finale
it is
of our interviews together, We should have some sort of big cliffhanger. So, I don't know if I should like lead to something that might happen in 2023 or what might be really cool. And I don't know if this is cool on the radio,
Sure.
but I could say something along the lines of, I got this really cool thing coming. It's going to be the best thing ever. And it is. And then you cut the radio show off right there. So nobody knows.
I'm cutting the show right now.